Hey guys, thank you for tuning into this video of mine, and I want to give you something special. All of you guys out there that stuck with me for well over a year now, watching my Bitsler videos and my other videos that I've been making on, ways and methods for you guys to make some big money, stack that profit, Bitcoin profit, and other coins. What I'm going to give to you now is a gift, and it's for you guys out there that have stuck around this long and that have actually followed my methods and have thanked me and commented on my videos and thumbs up my videos and made this all so worthwhile to keep doing. Okay, so the method I'm going to share with you guys now is one that I've worked on for a long time. I've kept it to myself because it's been extremely profitable, and I believe now's the time to pay some serious respects back to you guys and share this method with you, walk you through it, and let you guys really get a piece of the action that you all deserve. So I'll remind you guys who haven't done it, who are watching, once you watch this method and you take part, it stands for Snowball Explode method. And why I call it the Snowball Explode method, the SBE method, is because it's literally like a snowball that's tumbling down a hill and it just explodes at any point from pressure. So it's the SBE method, and this is going to blow your minds. Watch carefully, okay? So you're going to go to automated betting. You get into Bitsler.win, automated betting, and then once you get there, you're going to set your payout. Oops, 1 second. Set your payout to 2.8. Okay, and then you're going to go roll over 64.63 to win. These numbers are super important, okay? So 64.63. When you do the 2.8, it'll automatically set it to 2.7998. That's automatic. Okay, so let that happen. And then what you're going to do is you go over to your base bet, and your base bet is always going to start at 500. And your deposit should at least be, and I'm doing the bare minimum, okay? I don't suggest this to everybody, but there's people who can't really afford to gamble hard. Like, I always put in like at least 0.3, 0.5 Bitcoin. Okay, that's me, what I always do, but I know that you guys don't have that. So I'm going to show you a way to do this like short term, so you guys can make a quick hit. Short term, small money, but if you guys want to make a big hit, big money, and you want a better chance of doing it, use this method, use the SBE method with at least 0.3, 0.5 Bitcoin, okay? So for you smaller players out there that just want to stack up a bit, I'm going to show you how to do that with this, okay? So pay attention. Maybe I'll do another video for the bigger players like me after this one, but I want to get this out there first. Okay, so the SB method, you're starting at 500, okay, and you're going here where it says losing events, you're increasing by 100%, okay, and on winning events, you're going back to 0. Okay, so return to base amount, not to 0, but to your initial bet, okay? The speed betting, that's up to you guys, okay? You guys, if you guys are a little anxious, you guys can just leave it at the max, or you guys can bring it down a little bit. I prefer it to be set to the max, just so I get the drop down quick. I don't like sitting around, goofing around, waiting too long for my money to be made. All right? So I'm going to show you in this example how I use this method. You press roll dice. Let's just scroll up here so you guys can see all the rolls happening in the dice. I'm going to go to my bets. I'm going to go roll dice. And you can see how easy this is. Ready? Let me start. I'm going to keep an eye here on how many wins and how many losses I have. I'm going to keep your finger next to the stop pilot mode button just to make sure you got good control of the stop pilot mode when the bets get a little too high and you're feeling a little uncomfortable. So the factors that you gotta watch is always watch the amount up here, okay, of your balances, your wins and losses. Make sure there's a good ratio, okay? You want to see at least a 40-50% ratio there going on. If we have that, obviously, look, see, 35 to 70. So it's a good 50% ratio. It can take dips, but as you're watching the number grow up there, you see how it's working? We're growing slowly. You know, you guys are gonna get a kick out of this. It's just, it's almost wrong how easy this is. But don't get too excited. Keep watching, and I'll show you. So as you can see, the bets are rising here. You know, from 500,000, and there's a little 2,000, 4,000. You see, 8,000, and then it gives you a hit. Look at that big hit we just made. So now we're up to 0.06. Just gotta let it flow, let it go, let it do its thing. It's working for you. It's stacking that Bitcoin for you right now. Just keep on focusing on this. Just make sure that you see that when you get to the number you want to get to, in our case, we're working it up to 0.1 from 0.05. So we're doubling our money. When you get to that number, don't get greedy. Just leave. We're going to show you how to do that, okay? Exercise self-control is what it's all about. That's why I make so much money. It's because I'm able to exercise self-control. And those of you that learn from my methods in the past and have exercised self-control, you guys have made big money. And you guys comment on it. I read your comments, I interact with them, you know, because I really appreciate it. And it inspires me too, you know, when I see that people can follow my instructions and can do well with them. And they don't let greed take over. Because greed will destroy you in this industry. Trust me, just wreck you hard. So we're watching, we're almost up to 0.07. And we're gradually growing it into 0.1, which is our goal right now. And you can see the 50% right here. Look, 143 to 230, we're more than 50% here, all right? So now we're at 0.07. You can see the growth happening up here. Nice, smooth growth. Just gonna let it keep on stacking until we get to our goal, which is 0.1. And guys, don't change the settings. You know, the settings that I gave you up here, settings for, whatchamacallit, 2.79 and 64 above, you know, don't mess with that. And the only time you can mess with this amount up here, the base bet, is if you actually have the balance to support it. So in my, you know, future video, I'm going to show you in the next video I'm going to do for you guys, for the big baller guys, starting with a bit of a higher balance. All I'm going to show you in that video, I can tell you right now, is going to be pretty simple. I'm going to be playing with a higher balance. I'm going to be using a higher base bet. So instead of just playing with 500 sats, I'm going to be jumping in there. So now as you can see, we're at 0.08. We're getting closer to 0.1, which will be double our money. Okay, we're going to time that. So far, we're in gameplay right now. We've been playing for, I believe 6 minutes, because I showed you the settings for a minute. So a minute or so. So as you can see, it's pretty fast. It's not super fast, but I mean, when you look at the profitability that we're making, it's pretty quick, considering how much profit we're walking away with. Okay, looking at the percentages again, we're staying within that 40 to 50% right here. You can see 228 to 412. That's actually a little higher than 50%. So when this happens, guys, whenever this happens and it goes too high, don't panic. What you're going to do is you're just going to start again, okay? Because that cushion is actually what protects you, you know, the actual amount that you're putting in to start with. So sometimes you'll have that. You'll have a bad roll or an unexpected round where it just kind of drains all your max betting based on the balance that you have in there, but it forcibly stops at one point because it can't continue. There's no way it can continue because it doesn't have enough to roll with. It leaves you with enough as a balance, but the fact that you set it to 100%, look right here, okay? The fact that your increase is set to 100% is this particular method has worked for me for the longest time to stack easy Bitcoin profit. Okay? You're going to see at any moment now, we're going to be back at what we started with. We started at 0.05, we're going to be back there. Okay, and we're just going to build back, right back up to 0.1. That's the name of the game. We think we're going to double. You guys are getting to see all the scenarios that could possibly kick in. Just watch them happen. We're past that now, we're at 0.06, as you can see. So now we're back in profit from where we started from originally, not from after the drainage happened. So just enjoy the show, watch, and you'll see it get to 0.1. It's got to get there. I mean, it's the way the settings are. It's blocking it from draining to zero at this point. When you hit a certain amount and it does 100%, you don't have enough to cover that 100%. It stops. It's almost genius the way this works. I just really hope you guys appreciate this. I know that you guys who are diehard fans, you guys love what I do, you really appreciate what I do, but I really hope that you guys who are not commenting and you're just watching my stuff and you're copying me on the site and you're making your money and you're running, guys, have a little class. Seriously, like, excuse me, click the like button. Do that. It's such a small thing I'm asking you guys. Click the like button, take 2 seconds, write a little comment. Hey, thanks. Thanks for your method. It worked. It made me money. You know, double me out. Just take the time to do that. You know, I'm not asking you guys for much. And if you guys did make money, press the subscribe button. That's super easy to do. I'm not asking for much. But you guys don't do it. You know, up until now, I've been doing this for over a year for the dice sites, and you guys rarely, the majority, just watch but don't even interact. So, want more of this? Made some easy money? Do those 3 things. Like, subscribe, and comment. And I promise you, I'll keep on showing you these methods. I'll keep them fresh for you guys. So if you guys get bored with a certain method, it's like outdated to you, I'll provide you with a new one. So I'm constantly hitting up these sites and cracking these methods. Right? And I'm showing you proof right here of my plays, so you can just play along and watch me. Let's focus on the numbers again. 194, 345. We're in that 50% range. Higher than 50%, we're good. See, 200 to 355, we're above 50% range. Those factors, always watch them closely. And if you see they're getting out of the range, stop your play. Stop your pilot mode and go again. Okay? And so far, we're good. We don't need to stop the mode. Let the rolls keep going. We're at 0.07. We need to get to 0.1 to reach our goal, doubling up 0.05. We're getting pretty close, so the video should be done shortly for this proof of concept of my SBE method. See, again, we're above 50%. Look, 255 into 433. 50% would be 260 versus 520. Understand? So 260, 520, we're actually higher. See, we're good. We're solid. Soon it's going to be 0.08. We're getting really, there we go. We're getting really close to 0.1. And at that point, you got to make sure that your mouse is ready to click. Your finger's ready on your mouse. Click stop pilot mode when it hits the 0.1. Right? And then you've reached your goal and you're good for the day. You leave and you come back again and play another round. And rinse, repeat, however many times you want. It's a solid method, as you've seen so far. So. Not that much to go. We're at 0.83. Getting really close to our goal here. I'm going to keep the mouse ready just to stop it. So I have high hopes. I expect to log into my YouTube control panel and see lots more of you guys commenting, liking. So my fingers are crossed that you guys are gonna show me a little love that have not shown it in the past and just hit and run and make money with my methods. So I got faith in you guys that you guys are gonna just take time to show some respect like that. It makes all the world of a difference. It really does. So we're almost at 0.09, getting really close to that cutoff point. And of course, as you can see, we're at a 50% still. Much over 50%. Look, 385 to 682, we're way over 50%. Okay. So keep watching. 0.09 right around the corner. Second here. And once we cross that, there it is, 0.09. Once we cross that, we gotta be really careful because 0.1 is coming up quick. Okay, so. And I could get more in depth and explain to you the mathematics of how, excuse me, how it's stacking up higher and higher balance, which is giving you more and more cushioning to absorb the reds. So by the time you get to, if you set yourself with a higher goal to make 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, you have all that extra cushioning kicking in that is protecting you from a sea of red. So you're even more protected at that point. You know, doing a base bet of 500, right? So, you know, I could bore you guys all day long by telling you what kind of, you know, mathematical mind I'm using here to make this happen and to profit from this. But I believe I'd bore the shits out of you and throw you off, and you probably wouldn't want to watch anymore. So I'll just keep it simplified and show you guys point here, point there, click here, click there, deposit, make your money. I keep it easy for you guys. I keep it fun for you guys. I show you guys how to stack that Bitcoin like a boss, right? We're getting really close to 0.1. Double our deposit. Okay, so we're getting ready to press that stop button like a boss and show you guys how much profit we made, how much time, do the calculations, and then upload the video so you guys can share in the glory and enjoy. And I promise you I will make some more videos showing you guys maybe playing this method with a higher base balance or base bet and a higher balance overall. And I have also a couple more methods that are a little different that I will show you, but I wanted to really hit you guys up with this method first because it's a method that is really solid for a nice easy hit to double up your money, quad up your money, you know, or higher. I'm just showing you example here how to make double, but I don't want to go on and do this for 2-3 hours this video because that would bore the shit out of you as well. But I just want to show you the point that there it is. Stop. Okay, how easy it was to do this to turn our balance into double. Okay, so 19 minutes and 40 seconds that we were recording. However, there was about, I guess, 2 minutes of explanation before that. So let's say, to be safe, that it took us 16 minutes of gameplay, okay? Profit. Okay, so let's see how much that is, guys. Let's zoom in here. So if we go to xe.com, and we'll do Bitcoin to American dollar. So 0.05. And we'll find out how much that is profit. How much money did we make in 16 minutes, okay? There you go. Round it off, $60, okay? $60 in 16 minutes. There you have it, okay? So if you were to say, well, I'm going to multiply that and do that